Hey everybody, Steven here, and today I have a video review for Reign Performance Nutrition, their BCAA Elite Plus. That's right here. So it says it's the ultimate recovery formula. I don't know so much about that. They're all going to claim something big about their product, but I will say it is a decent recovery product. So let's go ahead and get into this. In terms of price, this is 40 bucks. Yeah, $39.99 on Amazon. I'm going to put a link for that in the description box so you guys can find this. Comes with 30 servings. I have the fruit punch flavor here, and it actually tastes decent. It's not the best tasting supplement I've ever had, but it's also not the worst. It is sweetened with sucralose. I tend to put an emphasis on that because I want to see the industry kind of move a little bit more towards something like stevia that is naturally derived and not a synthetic sweetener like sucralose. But let's go ahead and get into this. So we have 30 servings here. You have 24 calories, 6 grams of carbs, 1 gram of sugar. We have sodium, 45 milligrams, potassium, 40 milligrams. So you're looking at your electrolytes. The only thing I'm not seeing in here is magnesium. I wish that they would put that in there. And then they put in vitamin B6, 6 milligrams of that. And then here's the bulk of the product, which is what you're buying it for. You have L-leucine, L-isoleucine, and L-valine. Those are the branched chain amino acids. I kind of describe this every single video because I want to make sure that people understand what branched chain amino acids are doing. Your hepatic system, your liver, can't take up branched chain amino acids like it's going to with all the other amino acids. And your liver always gets first pass on everything. So what this is going to do is we're actually feeding those muscles, whether that's during the workout or maybe a period where you're not going to be eating a meal, but you want to keep your muscles fed. That's the benefit of taking a branched chain amino acid, okay? We want to keep those muscles fed. And this is 3,000 milligrams, so 3 grams of leucine, 1 gram of isoleucine, and then 1 gram of valine. Typically, so that makes it a 3 to 1 to 1 ratio. A lot of times you're going to see that on branched chain amino acid supplements. They're telling you the ratio. Leucine is always going to be in the greatest amount because that is the one that has the biggest effect on building muscle and recovery, right? So this has a 3 to 1 to 1 ratio. Typically you see a 2 to 1 to 1. So with their formula, it is a little bit different in that regard because they've tinkered that. They've just added 1 more gram of leucine with that. After that, you have citrulline malate. You have 2.5 grams of that. Citrulline malate gets converted into arginine in the body, and then the body converts arginine into nitric oxide, so it's helping with recovery, with performance, but it's also helping with giving you that pump, right, that you feel when you work out. After that, we have glutamine. We have 3 grams of that. You'll hear this a lot in terms of supplements that bodybuilders take or any other person that's just hitting the gym really, really hard, because it's going to help with recovery, and it's going to help with muscle growth and making sure that the body's not only just recovering from that workout, but it's not breaking down really, really fast in response to that. Because every time you go to the gym, you go right into a catabolic state. If you think about it, working out, you're actually tearing down muscle fibers. You're putting yourself into a catabolic state. This is helping with the repair side, with the recovery side, with your body essentially making sure that it can grow all that muscle back and it can come back bigger and stronger, right? After that, we have betaine anhydrous. We have 1.25 grams of that. Betaine gets its name from beets because it's just in a high amount in beets, and betaine is a methylator, so it actually pulls bad estrogen out of the liver. And I like seeing it in supplements. It's a lot more common now just because it helps with the recovery side, reduction in fatigue, and this one, beyond those 2 points, for me, the take-home point really being the kicking the bad estrogen out of the liver, because we're getting that from foods, from plastic water bottles, from the environment, all these things your body's making it. So keeping on that side of trying to stay ahead of that so you don't have a huge buildup, and especially if you're male and trying to gain more muscle, we want to have a reduction in estrogen, so it's good to see that in there. As far as the citrulline malate, with the 2.5 grams, a lot of times you see more on the 6 gram side for clinical doses, so it's not quite that, but I'm going to address all of this here in a second with how they kind of market this product. Glutamine, usually you're seeing like 3 to 5 grams for clinical doses. With that, sometimes even higher than that, but that's more like the standard that you're going to see. Betaine anhydrous, typically you see 2 grams, they have 1.25 here with that. And here they actually put new formula, and they have it all in caps, and they say 10 grams of branched chain amino acids, 6 grams of glutamine, 5 grams of citrulline malate, and 2.5 grams of betaine. The 6 grams of glutamine, 5 grams of citrulline malate, and 2.5 grams of betaine being more at those clinical doses. But you have to read the little print here. It says that's for 2 servings, right? That's not just for your 1 serving. So you have to keep that in mind. If you're going to drink it like that, you went from 30 servings, in this to 15 servings in this for that level. Kind of deceptive, in my opinion. Don't really like seeing certain things like that where you got to read this little bitty fine print way down there that you guys probably can't even see on this video, right? So great stuff in here. Just do away with the bad marketing on that side, right? And last thing that you're going to find in here is black pepper extract, 5 milligrams. With that, that's just helping the body absorb more of these different nutrients that you have in here much faster, right? So other ingredients, maltodextrin, that's just keeping it in a powder. I don't typically like to see maltodextrin. That's where you're going to get most likely that 6 grams of carb and the 1 gram of sugar. Natural and artificial flavors, I don't know what that means. Like, that could be a mixture of different things. So sucralose, which is how they're sweetening it. Beet juice, that's good to see because that's how they're actually making this. It's like a pink color for the powder. And then silicon dioxide, that's just the anti-caking agent that they put in this. So overall, it's a decent product. I don't like the deception with the new formula saying that it's all this when you really have to take 2 servings of it. When you can clearly just read the label. It's not that these are bad amounts either. They're not the highest that I've seen in terms of the citrulline malate, glutamine, and betaine anhydrous, but they're decent. They're not bad at all. So I only take one of these after my workouts. Sometimes I'll take them in the morning too if I'm really just going to be fasting for a little bit where I can get my branched chain amino acids in and not have a full-blown meal with that. Or if I'm doing like fasted cardio in the morning or something like that, this is good for that. Don't like the sucralose or the maltodextrin, although you're really seeing maltodextrin used just for the fact that they want to keep it in this powder. Because otherwise same with the silicon dioxide, it'll cake together or won't even stay in a powder form. So not as big of a deal in the long run in regards to that. I wish they did put the magnesium in it as well, just to kind of round out their electrolytes. So for 40 bucks, it's a decent product. It's not my top pick, but it's okay. I got this on a sale, so my personal opinion, wait for a sale on Amazon. I'm going to put a link for it so you guys can check in on it. Try it for yourself also, see if you like it. But it's okay. Like I said, I'd rather push you guys and say, hey, do a sale, right? And they do have a lot of sales on Amazon for this product. So this has been my review for the Rain Performance Nutrition BCAA Elite. Decent product, not the best I've tried, but for anybody out there looking for a decent branched chain amino acid supplement, can't go wrong with this. I do like the 3 grams of the leucine versus usually the 2 that you see, and they have a decent amount of the citrulline malate, glutamine, and betaine anhydrous. So if you guys like this video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all the videos that I make, hit the subscribe button for me, and thank you so much for watching.